I'm Jerry Nolan, and like a lot of you out there, I spend a good bit of my time on someone else's clock and under a deadline. But when my weekend gets here, I'm on my own clock, and sometimes I just have to get away. So follow me, and I'll show you some far out places to go, some cool things to do that won't necessarily break the bank. So what are you waiting for? Put down that honey-do list and catch me if you can. On today's show, we're checking out the Sunbelt Ag Expo, North America's premier farm show. The Sunbelt Ag Expo is an agricultural-based trade show held at Spence Field in Moultrie, Georgia. The annual event has more than 1,200 exhibitors showcasing the latest in farming technology. Whether you're a large production farmer or a weekend lifestyle farmer, the Expo is an event you don't want to miss. There's a 100-acre exhibit area adjoining a 600-acre working research farm. Visitors will find every imaginable product or service a farm could ever need. In addition to the static exhibits, visitors can attend educational, entertaining seminars, and demonstrations offered in a variety of specialized areas. But this show ain't all about the tractor. With over 1,200 exhibitors, there's plenty of other stuff to see, hear, and taste.
Hey everybody, I got Frankie Lynch with me here. He's at the expo. He's not really selling anything, but what he has is something that's pretty unique, different. He's displaying these old hit and miss motors. Frankie, tell me a little bit about these old motors.
Well, they started around the turn of the century and they run up to 1940s. They were real popular back then, and then we come out with the air-cooled stuff and higher RPMs, more production. These engines run like 600 RPM wide open. They're massively underrated for its horsepower. They pull a lot of power, but it's mostly due to the fact that the inertia is stored in the flywheels.
Right. So once it kind of gets going a little bit, and if I understand right, the motor's called a hit and miss because it
hits one time and then it misses several revolutions because of no load on the engine. If you have a load on the engine, now it's going to fire more regular.
But tell me about this little motor right here.
All right, this engine is basically a 2 horsepower built by Fuller and Johnson somewhere around 1924. It's hand crank. You take the crank, stick it on the end of the crankshaft, and you have to spin it to start it. It's basically a 4-cycle engine. This is your cylinder oil that drops 1 drop of oil at a time on your piston. Oil's your piston and your rings in your cylinder. The main bearings are grease fittings. You turn the thing a quarter of a turn and you force grease into the bearing.
Now what would a motor like that be used for?
A water pump, grain elevator, grist mill, anything on the farm that had to be turned, corn shellers, just anything that they could adapt and put a pulley on, they built this engine to it.
So, and when this motor was built, although it looks now to be something that's just, I mean, if it is an antique, but when it was built, this would have been state-of-the-art.
State-of-the-art, yes, sir. And especially down in South Georgia, there wasn't many of these down here. Most of them are produced up north, and most of them that are down here are, transplanted from the north. It's just a passion of mine, keeps me out of trouble.
So let's talk about this over here.
All right, so this is a 1930 all John Deere unit. It's mule pull. It's another hit and miss engine. You would fill it on this side while it's turning, and then you would dump it on the other side into your form. To start it, it's real simple. You close the choke on the engine here, mash the intake valve so you can release your compression, and you spin it up.
Tell me what we're looking at right here with this flywheel and the chain. And
all right, the flywheel is actually where your power is stored. The inertia of the spinning seal is where you get your power from motion. And the reason the engine is popping every now and then is it only fires when it needs to speed back up. As long as the engine speed's maintained, it freewheels. the more load you put on it, the more often it's going to fire.
So you'd have been big time having one of these on the farm.
Yes, sir. It was sold, actually, most stuff in those days was sold as multi-purpose. And the multi-purpose on this unit is you take the dashers out of the tank and you wash the wife's vegetables for canning. So see, the wife could use it as well.
All right, Frankie, so we've got hit and miss motors, but show me this peanut sheller right
All right,
here.
what we got here is an early patent of Mr. Tom Houston. The Tom's Peanuts you buy in the store, he had to find a way to shell the peanuts to sell to the public. So this is one of his 1910 patents. Peanuts go in the top. All right, and you turn the machine, and you have to watch careful, but the peanuts come out, the kernels are whole, and then all you got to do is separate the hulls from the peanuts. And that's done by putting them in front of a fan. It blows out the lighter hull, peanuts fall into your box. What we have here is a 3 horsepower Novo. It's another hit and miss design. It runs similar to the John Deere. They quit building this engine design about 1918. We're not sure about the exact year, but you know it's before 1918.
And
It's for the same thing again, it's just a portable power unit.
Oh, it's running.
This is Mr. Steve Hall. He has a display of cutting torches.
The world.
And he's got so much money, he burns money.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh my.
This is a rich man. He can just set fire to money anytime.
I wish.
So what do we got here?
This is a 1906 acetylene gas generator and torch outfit. This is before they had acetylene in nice bottles, safe bottles. You put carbide up in this top part right here, the water in the bottom, pull this lever up and it put about a handful of carbide down inside the water, and that turned into acetylene gas under pressure. Very volatile gas. And that went through this anti-backfire device down here, through the hose, and to your torch. That's original 1905 torch. You see it works different from regular torches. If you know anything about torches, there's a little bit different there. I've got an 1800s torch back here, if you'd like to see a really early one. That's from the 1800s. It's actually made out of cast iron and brass. That's the oldest one in my collection. It's from Germany.
Wow.
You like that?
Yeah.
Then I've got a torch here. This belonged to a surgeon. I've got the tips put away, but it has different tips. They heated up the tips for cauterizing wounds when they did surgery on you.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Glad we live in the present
I was
day.
going to say, glad we live in modern times.
And this was used by railroad workers, this torch, up in Pennsylvania. You filled it full of kerosene and lit that wick, and you held it under the locks when you're out there unlocking the switches. You know, when you're switching the track, and they froze up north. And these, of course, different welding shields. This was all the way from Australia. You held it with one hand over your face while you welded.
All right.
Yep.
And then you got just a collection of different.
Torches, yeah. These are the early torches, oddball torches, torch tank wrenches, and they're all working. Whoops, that was a little awkward. But anyway, they're igniters, and these are benzene blow torches mostly. There's one good that probably belonged to 007. It's for cutting a lock or something. It's only good for one cut, so it runs out.
Oh.
And these are underwater torches. Like, you remember him? That's Lloyd Bridges, better known as Mike Nelson from Sea Hunt. Mike Nelson from Sea Hunt. These are factory underwater torches, and these are factory conversions to convert regular torches for underwater use. And that's an early electric welder. This thing weighs a lot. I mean really a lot. And it's made out of wood. And here's the torch tip that fit to it. It had carbon rods in it, and you flip these things with your thumb and made it go together.
Awesome.
And when the rods touch, you made an arc. You burn your way right through an engine block with that thing.
So let me ask you, do you know how to weld?
Oh, yes, I do. 3 years of welding school and 30, closer, more like 40 years of welding. I'd say so. I can cut my way out of anything.
All right, Frankie. Well, thanks for being on the show today, and thank you for educating me a little bit on these old hit and miss motors. Really, folks, when you come out here to the expo, there's more to see and do other than just look at the big giant tractors. Although that's neat to see also, there are a lot of other things out here to take part in.
If you're hunting hunt stuff, call in the dogs, because the hunt's open. Ado Outfitters has so much hunting wear and gear, we've expanded the store. Our new boots and tactical section is loaded. Filts and Under Armour 511 Georgia boots and waders for kids. Yeti and Eagle coolers and Duck Commander calls. Thousands of new and used guns on sale. If you're hunting the best for less, you'll find it at the bigger and better Ado Outfitters. Come on, it's hammer time.
Todd's Lawn Care specializes in tree removal and trimming. They do it all. No job is too big or too small. Stump grinding, backhoeing, bush hogging, Todd's Lawn Care has the tools and experience. Licensed and insured for your protection. For a professional job from the ground up, call Todd's Lawn Care.
South Georgia weather can change from calm to severe in an instant.
And these thunderstorms are producing very heavy rainfall.
Possibly an isolated tornado or two.
You can trust the WALB 24/7 weather team to provide you with coverage to keep you and your family safe. With the most experienced meteorologist in South Georgia.
Whether you need to know the conditions for today, tomorrow, or the weekend.
It's our job to stay ahead of the weather and keep you informed.
WALB 24/7 weather. We track storms.
We buy gold, we buy silver. Albany Music and Pawn pays top dollar. Mike Cannon has been buying precious metals for over 20 years, and there's never been a better time to sell your gold or silver. Stop by today or give Mike a call because he'll come to you. Albany Music and Pawn.
I need some more pots and pans.
Pots and pans for what? You don't even cook.
Not for cooking. I need pots and pans to catch all this water. This roof is leaking in 40 places.
Don't buy more pots and pans. Call Smith Built in Sasser, 698-5000. Buy metal roofing and siding direct from the manufacturer and save. Get yourself a new roof that will virtually last a lifetime.
Run, Luke, run!
You're watching Jerry Nolan's Getting Away.
Hey, I got Mac Walters with me, and he's with the Colquitt County Saddle Club. Mac, thanks for being with us today. Tell me, what's going on out here at the expo?
Out here, this is our third year. We get an opportunity to demonstrate what a rider and an equine athlete can do on their horse. We also have a wonderful opportunity to give the kids from Colquitt County Special Olympics an opportunity to come out and ride and show people what they do in their therapeutic riding programs. We show several things you can do. Most of them are speed events. We do our barrels and our poles. We do calf roping. We do team roping, which is heading and heeling. We do some goat tying. We let the audience get involved by having a little calf scramble. We try to make it a real active, fun day for them to spend up here at the arena with us and try to also educate them on how they can get more involved in equine activities in their area.
And that was what I wanted to get to next about this. We're at the expo, but this is something that goes on every day.
Every day. We have a monthly show. There's a couple times during the year where our schedule and the expos collide and we're not able to have an event, but we normally make up for it. We try to give the kids at least one opportunity a month to come out and compete against one another. It's very inexpensive. We come out and refurbished the arena 3 years ago when we had an opportunity to work with the expo. Prefert donated the arena, we enlarged it, we added the roping chutes and the roping boxes, and we've enjoyed ourselves out here and appreciate the opportunity to come out and ride here.
And when you guys put on and you have these shows and you hold rides, and I mean there's a lot of different things that go on with being part of the Saddle Club.
A kid can come out here with his mom and dad, join our club, become a member, and not even own a horse or have a place to keep one. We'll furnish a good horse, safe horse for the kid to ride. We're just more concerned about the kids having fun and getting involved and being around a good group of people.
Now that Sounds good. So you don't have to have the pasture land, the barn, and everything. You guys will do that. And
All
it's
you gotta have is the desire to want to ride or the love of a horse, and you can come out and we can find a fun thing for you to do with us. We line up trail rides, we do trail rides. Like I say, we compete monthly. There's also several neighboring clubs around that work with us. Mitchell County has an outstanding saddle club. They work with us. We have kids that ride in their club, their kids come ride in ours. It's kind of like a joint venture. We just want to keep the kids away from any bad influence. And equine activities have always, been a good influence on kids. So we're just trying to lead kids in the right direction.
And that is
right, and using equine as the tool.
That's right. That's right. Mac Walters, I appreciate you being on the show.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Yes, sir.
As his parking next door at the home of his tiny playmate. Then he saw his daddy watching too, as the men swiftly walked to the cottage door. He knew they were strangers that came from the town, men he had never seen before. They soon went to work when he heard his daddy say, our neighbors are moving today. Oh no, he cried, dear God, don't let it be. They can't take my sweetheart away. I know, Dad, you don't understand how a heart so young could conceive a plan. I'm only 7 now, but it's just like you say, Daddy, someday I'll be a man.
All right, I got Clay Oliver here with me. We are in the organic section of the expo, which is something else. Like I said, when you come out here, there's more to see than just tractors. There's a lot of things that you can, new items, things that are on the market that people may not have seen, like your oils.
Yeah. Here at the expo, we're exhibiting our cold-pressed, unrefined oils that we make on the farm. I grow 90% of what we do. I extract the oil by mechanical means, use low temperatures, so that the oil stays fresh. All the vitamins and nutrients that are contained in the oil naturally are in the oil. So you get the health benefits that you may not be getting from store-bought oil that's been refined and processed. This is our most popular oil. It is a sunflower oil that's been infused with herbs. It's very versatile. We use it from everything from cooking our eggs in the morning as a salad dressing, for marinating meat, and we fry in this also. We also do pecan oil. Pecan oil is very unique. So many pecans grown in the South. This is a great variety to add to your oil collection that you use. It withstands high temperatures, so you can do some intense high temp cooking with it. And again, it has the unique flavor of the pecan. Here's like a before and after of the oils we do. We have the pecan, the sunflower, soybean, peanuts. This is a relatively new one. It's pumpkin seed, and this is black sesame. We get some custom orders for some of the oils that we do, so we get whatever they want, the chefs, the restaurants that we're supplying to. Our farm, again, is located in Wilcox County. We're a centennial farm. The farm has been in our family for over 100 years. It's something we're very proud of, and we're very thankful. The Lord has blessed us with this opportunity to stay on our land and to make a living right there where we grow up.
Where can somebody buy your products and find your products?
Okay, yeah, we have an online store. You can get to it at our website. It's www.oliverfarm.com. You can browse around what we have. We have several stores available, several stores that are carrying our oils, Carroll's Sausage in Ashburn, M&T Meats in Hawkinsville, and several of our local stores in Rochelle and Cordele.
But they can go online, get that information, find out where these products are. I guarantee you're going to love using them. Thank you, Clay.
Thank you.
If you're hunting hunt stuff, call in the dogs, because Hunzo Ado Outfitters has so much hunting wear and gear, we've expanded the store. Our new boots and tactical section is loaded. Filts and Under Armour 511 Georgia boots and waders for kids. Yeti and Eagle coolers and Duck Commander calls. Thousands of new and used guns on sale. If you're hunting the best for less, you'll find it at the bigger and better Ado Outfitters. Come on, it's hammer time.
Todd's Lawn Care specializes in tree removal and trimming. They do it all. No job is too big or too small. Stump grinding, backhoeing, bush hogging, Todd's Lawn Care has the tools and experience. Licensed and insured for your protection. For a professional job from the ground up, call Todd's Lawn Care.
South Georgia weather can change from calm to severe in an instant.
And these thunderstorms are producing very heavy rainfall.
Possibly an isolated tornado or two.
You can trust the WALB 24/7 weather team to provide you with coverage to keep you and your family safe. With the most experienced meteorologist in South Georgia.
Whether you need to know the conditions for today, tomorrow, or the weekend.
It's our job to stay ahead of the weather and keep you informed.
WALB 24/7 weather. We track storms.
We buy gold, we buy silver. Albany Music and Pawn pays top dollar. Mike Cannon has been buying precious metals for over 20 years, and there's never been a better time to sell your gold or silver. Stop by today or give Mike a call because he'll come to you. Albany Music and Pawn.
If you're hunting hunt stuff, call in the dogs, because Hunzo Ado Outfitters has so much hunting wear and gear, we've expanded the store. Our new boots and tactical section is loaded. Filts and Under Armour 511 Georgia boots and waders for kids. Yeti and Eagle coolers and Duck Commander calls. Thousands of new and used guns on sale. If you're hunting the best for less, you'll find it at the bigger and better Ado Outfitters. Come on, it's hammer time.
There are hundreds of dealers here at the Ag Expo showing off their products, from the massive heavy-duty equipment to the small farm tractors like Grandpa used to have.
Well, I'm Jim Reagan with Diamond R Equipment, and just wanted to show you the new farm track. It's built on the old Ford platform. It's got a 3-cylinder diesel in it. Machine like this, 50 horse, 4-wheel drive, comes standard with power steering, roll bar, 4-and-2 transmission, remote hydraulics. Just a simple tractor, very affordable. Escort & Company farm track has kept true to the Ford platform, the utility style tractor, the simple transmission. The most complicated thing on this tractor is a light switch. Anybody that's been around the farm or been around tractors at any point in time in their life, their grandpa, their dad, their brother had a tractor as simple as this. It doesn't take a rocket science to work on one of these tractors. That's one thing that makes them easy to sell, easy to work on, easy to operate. You put this with a 3-year warranty and a good price, it's tough to beat.
Another popular event, and also free to watch once you enter the expo, is the Sunbelt Expo American Grand Finals Stock Dog Trials. This event has attracted some of the best handlers and working dogs from all over the U.S. The trial is based on farm work and represents the job that a dog could actually do on a farm or ranch. Most of the dogs you'll see here are border collies. They're known for their herding instincts and for earning the respect of livestock while keeping the animal calm. This competition is judged on time and how well the dog responds to the commands given by voice and whistles. Now, this competition isn't just for fun. There's over $6,000 in prize money to be won. The Stock Dog Trials have been held here since 1988 and have been a popular event every year.
Hey, I've got Paula here with me, and we're at the display of the Chattahoochee Valley Poultry Association. And that's chickens for some of y'all out there. Ms. Paula, tell me a little bit about what we're looking at today. I have a couple of chickens at home that I bought just because I wanted to have fresh eggs. But these birds are for a little different reason.
Yes.
but not much, but a little different.
Yes, you can still eat the eggs, and you can still slaughter them for meat, but these birds are shown. They compete. They're judged according to a standard of perfection.
So when you say they're judged, you guys, you have to bathe them and comb them and
yes.
fluff them and prep them and
yes,
all of that stuff. A little bit. What gets involved in that
well,
when you're showing?
When you're getting ready to show your birds, first of all, you want to make sure that they are clean. The judges don't like dirty birds. So they get a bath. If they're really fluffy birds like the Wyandottes, they get blown dry or just towel dry if they're not. Anyway, down here we have white leghorns, and this is what the eggs that you're used to getting in the grocery store. These are the birds that lay them. White earlobes, which are hard to see except on him, mean white eggs. Anything else is going to be a colored egg. There's Bantam varieties, like this is a Bantam speckled Sussex, but it also comes in a large fowl variety. And if you look down here, you're going to see Wheaton Morans, and they lay a chocolate egg, a chocolate colored egg, and very beautiful. They're a dual purpose bird, which means they're good for eggs and meat. And a lot of these that you see down here are also dual purpose birds. And this variety, the female is a lighter color than the male. But in most cases, you're going to see the male and the female are the same, okay? And probably a wonderful thing to show you here is this is a large fowl barred rock rooster. This is a bantam, a smaller variety of the same thing, a barred rock. And anyway, there's just hundreds of varieties of heritage breed chickens. And they have a standard that you breed towards. So these birds are bred towards a standard so that they can show and compete, just like you would in dog shows.
In a show, what is a judge looking for on these birds?
The very first thing they look for is what they call a type or structure. So this is a cochin. It's a very fluffy bird, but the structure should be that it looks more like a basketball. So this bird, when you're breeding it, you want it to be very round. Where if you're breeding this one, the structure, the Rhode Island Red structure would be like a brick. So it would be a rectangular shape, a flat back. This bird, if I could get her to stand up, is a Lancashire, and she tends to spread her tail out. So a very beautiful bird, and if you notice, she has feathered feet, which a couple of her varieties have feathered feet like the cochins.
Kiki, look at this one.
Well, hey, there you go. Once again, something else out here at the expo to look at and learn about other than tractors. We got chickens out here, poultry out here as well. So thank you, Ms. Paulson.
All right, thank you.
That's going to wrap us up here at the expo. Like I said before, there's a lot more to see out here than just tractors and farm implements. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I hope to see you right back here next weekend.